Imagine waking up to your dream closet, but you don't fit any of the clothes because they're not your size anymore. Imagine waking up and feeling bloated and this awful abdominal pressure, like something's pushing out of your stomach, kind of like you've overeaten. Imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and knowing that you've looked so much better before and that you used to have a shredded six-pack. And it was attainable. It was very, very attainable because you prioritized everything that your body needed, especially because, and this goes into, imagine having abdominal pain all the time because you weren't making the necessary sacrifices. Imagine going to social events and not knowing how to eat because everything will cause you to be extremely sick to your stomach and you'll need to leave within 15 to 20 minutes. So you better get your goodbyes ready because once you eat the croqueta or the bread or the pizza, it's game over. Imagine feeling uncomfortable every single day in your body because you're choosing the comfort of eating food that makes you feel good instead of the comfort of a couple of days of discomfort and very bland food, but being able to wake up feeling energized and flat-stomached and tight. That feeling of tightness, I miss it. I miss it. And if you've ever felt like that, if you've ever woken up and been like, I don't, and it's not even that I've gained weight. I look good. Like, I don't think I look terrible. I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, you look great. But I've seen you better. I've seen you not only look better, because I do have an aesthetic goal. And anybody, any trainer that tells you that they don't have an aesthetic goal is not being either completely honest with you or they have their own priorities, and that's fine. Their priorities are different. But most trainers have an aesthetic that they like to maintain. And they don't mind maintaining that aesthetic, whether it's more muscular, whether it's a little bit leaner, whether it's that Pilates body, which is very popular at the moment. I have an aesthetic for myself that I like. And it's very unique. It's very different to me. And it is very attainable. It is my peak everything. It's not peak physique. It is peak feeling. It is peak nutrition because I know I'm nourishing my body and I'm keeping sugar at its utmost minimum. And that's where I feel even natural sugars. It's hard to speak about this because it's not something that everybody can resonate with. But I know that if you feel uncomfortable in your body at the moment, you will understand somewhat of what I'm talking about. So I have a closet full of clothes that I love, and I don't fit at the moment because I am 2 to 3 sizes bigger. I have gained more weight. I've gained fat. I haven't gained muscle because I went from 60 kilograms to about 64 kilograms within the span of 2 to 3 months. I haven't been super, I've not been pinpointing the details in terms of my body measurements and everything. I started to see that my clothes were fitting a lot tighter to the point where my favorite pair of jeans I can't get into. I cannot fit into my favorite pair of jeans. And it is in that moment where I didn't have any more words to say, yeah, you look beautiful. Yeah, I look beautiful, but I don't feel confident. I also feel bulky. I went to do a class the other day, a group class, and it felt out of the ordinary. It felt uncomfortable. And I kept thinking to myself, you can change this within 2 weeks. You can completely go back to what you used to be if you just dedicate the next month. Oh, yeah, we're talking 28 days. I gave myself 35 specifically because family is going to come in December And I don't want to be too strict or too, I don't want to say obsessive, that's not the passionate. I don't want to be too passionate about what I'm doing when I want to also focus on my family. So going into why am I doing this? Because it feels like I'm not achieving what I know I can do, my full potential. Because I know what I'm capable of. I also know my endometriosis is worse. It's not something I like to admit. My endometriosis is worse because I let sugar into my diet, because I'm allowing myself to eat more gluten too, and I know I'm gluten sensitive. Because the other day, I was like, you know what, I'll have a little bit of buttercream frosting, knowing full well that butter causes an extreme reaction. I am extremely lactose intolerant. And it was that, why am I doing this? Because I wanted a little bit of instant gratification. The buttercream frosting lasts 1 to 2 minutes. The repercussion, the reaction is lasting at the moment. It's still ongoing 5 days. 5. I don't think it's worth it. And it is in these moments that I've never known how to share this, but I think right now I'm able to put it into words because it's not the aesthetics as much as knowing that I'm not doing myself as best as I could. That I could be doing better. Less sugar, more vegetables, more consistency, and also the uncomfortableness of being a little bit hungry. And I'm eating way too much because my ghrelin is going up and I'm stressed. So yes, there is a psychological component, and yes, I can explain what's going on in my body. My ghrelin goes up because my cortisol goes up, and in turn, I end up eating more calories because I'm eating more food, and it's not just the volume, it's just a lot. It's more frequency, more quantity, and I know I can change it. So I'm going to do that. And this is why I'm doing this. This is my why. Because I know I can be better for my health, for my well-being, for my physical state, my emotional state as well. And I miss my clothes. Goodness, there's so many clothes that I cannot put on because I haven't been as diligent as I can be. I have been easing myself with food. And I don't want to stress myself out too much at the gym because I can kill myself at the gym. And I've done that. But I've also not been adding cardio. That's another thing. I've been lifting weights heavy and I love it. It's my go-to. But I have not been pushing my endurance, which I think would be fun to do. So instead of eating more food, we're going to eat a little bit less food. We're going to maintain that calorie deficit. I'll keep my strength training sessions. I do not want to grow more muscle. I don't want to grow more muscle. That's actually one of the things I really don't want. And I'm going to increase my endurance, my cardio, specifically the time. So I think it'd be better not to push the intensity. I don't need to run a 7-minute mile. I think it would be much beneficial to me to run 3 to 4 miles and see if I can continue to do that distance with less injury or decreasing the injury. So that's me.